Well, I probably don't even have to say a very good afternoon to you, because look at it. It's nothing more than just simply, outstandingly delightful. Now, a few words to say. I'm going to sit down because I need just to gather my thoughts. A few words, and then I'll take you on a little tour around the garden, just so as you can share in the beauty and the tranquility and the awesomeness of Mother Earth. I've written a blog, and I've posted on the blog, don't even remember how many photographs, over 25 photographs. And I'm making this little video because the need to share Bealtaine Cottage is more important now than ever, since reading a letter that's been sent to me. I'm going to read out a little bit of the letter. It's actually a card. I'm going to read it out, but I'm going to try to keep the privacy of the person who wrote it, because it's very important for them, as you will gather when I read this little card. There are times when I do actually think to myself, you know, what are you doing all this for? Why do you keep putting stuff out on social media? And I am a woman driven. Without a doubt, I'm driven. Because half the time, I have no idea why I do it. I'm just driven to do it. I'm driven to share. And don't ask me to try to rationalise that, because I can't. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. Most of the time here at Bealtaine Cottage, my thoughts are all over the place. I'm flitting like a bee from one thought to another. Now, in the normal course of events, I'd stop the video at this point and start making the video again. But I'm not going to do that this time, because I just want to make this quick video and get it posted, because I've got, as you can see from my wellies, yeah, Jack knows all about this, I've got 101 things to do. But anyway, so getting back to this little card that I got today. It has pulled all these vaporous thoughts together into the reason why I do what I do. And I suppose deep down inside my gut, I've always known why I do what I do. But it's important just to sort of bring it to some rational statement. I share Bealtaine Cottage because at this point in time there is more need to share the beauty of Mother Earth than what there has ever been that need. Because the way the world is going, people are in despair. And a lot of people are unhappy. They're in despair. They don't even know they're in despair. They're just very unhappy and they've got no idea why that is. And I have always referred to Bealtaine Cottage as a sanctuary. And that was brought home to me this time last year when that old fox came here into the woodland gardens to find a little sanctuary space in which to die. It was a moment of great sadness for me and a time of great joy. Sadness in the passing of such a beautiful creature, hunted to desperation, and joy in that it had singled out Bealtaine as a safe, sacred sanctuary in which to die. And the reason why I make these videos and write the blogs and post on Facebook, on the Goddess Gardens and post on Twitter, is to remind people that there is a Mother Earth. She's here. She hasn't gone anywhere, but she needs to be cared for. So, right, I think now I've sort of explained myself. So on that note, I'm going to read and paraphrase, if I need to paraphrase, this card. I can't tell you who it's from. As you've now probably realised, your videos and blogs of the beautiful sacred space you've created are not only inspiring, but also has become a sanctuary for me. I was in a terribly traumatic state for some time. However, at exactly the same time I found you. For me, during this very dark period, I spent every spare moment escaping into Bealtaine Cottage. Weeks of sleepless nights were filled with your comforting voice, and swollen teary eyes would eventually rest, having roamed your garden and glimpsed hope. In a shamanic sense, I consciously hid part of my soul there to protect it from the painful reality I was in. Thank you for creating and sharing a safe sanctuary for me to hide. Now, that's all I can say of that card. I can't say any more. But I want to thank you for writing that beautiful message to me, because it has helped me to focus on why I do what I do. Because like I said, I'm so busy here doing it, for most of the time I don't know why. For most of the time I haven't a clue. I'm just doing it. I blame my mother for this, of course, because she was a bit like this. And that kind of silly madness has found a home here in me. So, just go for a wee walk around. And, gosh. And look at all the life Yes, it's a mad world out there. And there are a lot of people suffering. I realise that. I do realise that. I'm very aware of it. It causes me pain to think of it. So this is my antidote. Well, it's not my antidote. It's her antidote, you see. It's Mother Earth's antidote. She's the one who provides it. I'm just here as a bit of a caretaker. There's Jack having a wee bit of grass. It is beautiful. So much beauty. So much beauty. Sometimes it's just heartbreaking to look at it. I've been, well, I subscribe to the National Gallery in London, just on YouTube, you know, and so I get notification of the latest videos that they produce, and quite often they will just make a little video of whatever curator is giving a talk. And I must actually highly recommend it, because it's a wonderful service, and I think it's almost weekly that they film one curator giving a talk about a particular painting. So anyway, I do actually post those on my Facebook wall. Is it called the wall, or my timeline, you know? And all my posts on Facebook are public, by the way. So if you want to go onto Facebook and just look up Colette O'Neill, you'll see that all my posts are public. And I do post a lot of photographs of the gardens here on Bealtaine Cottage Goddess Gardens, and that's a page on Facebook that you can, I think if you just press the like button, all the stuff comes through for you, you know. So it's actually wonderful to think that, you know, by virtue of social media, we can get these incredible images wherever we live in the world. It's lovely with the evening light just casting these little shadows. Go for a wee walk down through the fairy wood. The racket here in the morning is something else. I was just thinking this morning, the birds woke me up. It was about 5 o'clock. And the calling of them and the singing. Crazy. Crazily beautiful. So this is lovely. Look, ferns and bluebells. Ferns, bluebells, primroses. Look, little baby ash trees, little baby hawthorn trees, blackberry, celandine, wild euphorbia. It's all happening. The ferns are really opening up, and you know there's more ferns at Bealtaine Cottage this year than what there's ever been, and there's more primroses than what there's ever been, and there's more seedling trees than what there's ever been, and it just goes on, and it is just amazing and magical and wonderful and joyful. You see, this year she's come back to life with more vigour, with more strength, with more energy, with more abundance. And this story needs to be told. It needs to be told. And there is an idea that I've had, though I don't know how I'm ever going to make it work. But you know, everything starts with a picture in your head. And I have this idea that I could get a film made of Bealtaine. I could get some enthusiastic filmmaker here. It could just be, just obviously a young amateur, or not even a young amateur, but an amateur, but with the equipment and with the skills to make a film of Bealtaine. That this can go out, to a wider audience. That what's happened here can be shown to more people. Let me just show you in here, because this is a little magical spot in here. Look at this. Look at this. Bluebells. There's a little fairy door over there. Lords and ladies, celandines, all up round that old ash tree. Isn't it beautiful and amazing? And the smell of the bluebells is absolutely gorgeous. There's a real scent. And at the same time, ferns unfurling. See? This is a very secret little spot in here. Look at all these primroses. There's all the meadowsweet coming up. Isn't that lovely? Now I shall go back up to the cottage and set this upload into some kind of motion. Come on, Jack. Good boy. So that little project will spin about my head now for the time being. A film about Bealtaine Cottage. All these beautiful daisies are out, look. They're gorgeous. Now, I must also tell you that today is day 48 of my juice fast. My son said he was telling someone at work or something about this and they wouldn't believe him. They didn't believe him. They said they kind of inferred that I was in bed, you know, sort of ill or something. Never felt better in my life. Never felt as well. No. Isn't that something? Well, you see, I do believe that Mother Earth is healing me. She is indeed. Blessings to you all, and don't forget to go onto the website, which is quite simply bealtainecottage.com. I've posted a link to the video, to the blog, and I'll post a link just underneath this video to the blog. Blessings to you all.